Hi there, so I thought I'd make a short impressions video on The Last of Us. But before I get started, this is gameplay footage on hard difficulty in a later portion of the game where you're playing as Ellie. And you're trying to survive this horde of clickers and runners. If you don't know what those are, then I pity you. But they're pretty much humans that are infected with fungus that makes them very zombie-like.
So what do we do?
Fungus. Anywho's, moving right along. I don't really like end-of-the-world stories very much, especially when they involve zombies, even if they are zombies by fungus. You can call them infected if you want. However, after playing this game, after playing The Last of Us, I was genuinely taken aback. This is an excellent story, and it's not so much because it's focused on zombies or really, you know, if you have a zombie baby, are you going to keep it? Or are you going to kill it, which would be the right thing to do, by the way. But it is a very focused and a very deep story about one man's loss and what he will or won't do to move past that. I don't want to say anything more about the story because I don't want to spoil for you, because I want you to play it. It is excellent. It is worth playing for anyone over 18 because it is an R18 game. The other themes are equally still valid and still there. There's certainly many horrific things you'll see humans do in this game, and many atrocities that you'll view, and there's also a lot of beauty to be seen in the most unexpected ways. Another story element that really grabbed me was the conversations between Joel and Ellie as they wander through the ruined cities and they find these relics of really what we are living now. And these are sometimes some pretty pointed looks at how we live now. It's a refreshing way to look at how a person of the future thinks without being too cliche and really ramming down the point that you don't know what you've got until it's gone. It is never that obvious. Now, I thought I'd talk for a second about the gameplay, because the gameplay is odd, and it might actually be horrible for you depending on how you view games. For me, I err very much on the story side of games, and I think a good indicator of that is that I enjoy Heavy Rain and Beyond 2 Souls, where many people would feel that those are not games as much as they are choose your own movie. And the reason I say that is that the first third of the game feels a bit sluggish. It feels like a very average game. It doesn't feel like the mechanics really make sense, and the reason for this is that you need to break some preconceptions. It's true that the game does not hit a stride until you get to a certain point in the story, and I think before you get the bow and arrow. But at the same time, you need to break this idea that it's either a stealth game or an action game, because it's neither of those. It's much more of a survival game in the sense that stealth is your best option until you are caught, and you will be caught. And that's where you need to have some sort of contingency plan. And this is really where the game hits its high note, is when you are caught and you do some MacGyver stunt to get out of it, and you come out unscathed, you know, and you run around the corner and you've set up a bomb and you blow everyone up. That is where it is cool. But if you feel like you deserve to make it through a level without being detected, and you can do it very rarely, but if you feel like you should be able to go through the whole game like that, you're going to be disappointed. And likewise, you're going to be very frustrated if you want to try and make it through the game guns blazing. It's just not that kind of game. I felt really good when I had 7 bullets, and they go really fast in a firefight. So in conclusion, if you can push past the first third of the game and overlook the NPC AI, break those preconceptions on how you feel the game should run, and just enjoy surviving by the skin of your teeth, because it is quite a difficult game and resources are limited, So once you've made it past these quirks,
Slow down, kiddo.
if you can immerse yourself
Can't deny the view, though.
from the great graphics to the voice acting, there is a masterfully woven story that gives you so many opportunities to immerse yourself and to really feel, if you will only let it. The Last of Us is a great game, I feel. Anywho's, those are my thoughts. Hope you have a good one.